In this video, we're going to solve an exercise of a pollutant emitting flare source in a rural area with the following characteristics. The emission rate is 1 kg per second, stack height is 100 meter, total heat release rate is 10,000 kilocalorie per second. If full meteorology is used, determine the maximum ground level concentration across a range of automated distance from 250 meter to 2 kilometer and calculate the maximum 1 hour concentration of pollutant at two locations of interest 5.5 kilometer and 7.3 kilometer from the flare respectively. So the first question is about the automated distances and the second portion of the question is about the discrete distances. Now we're going to solve this problem from screen view. So this is my screen view. So you first create a new project by hit new and enter the value of the problem. The extension of the project is .scr. But I already have the project, so I just is open and select the project. So the source type is flare, dispersion coefficient is rural, flagpole receptor is 0, emission rate 1000 gram per second, flare stack height is 100 meter and total heat release rate is 10 to the power 7 calorie per second. Then hit next. Simple train, flat train, automated distance, discrete distance, full meteorology is selected. So non-regulatory option is no, anemometer height is 10 meter. Fumigation and building downwash is not selected. Now I hit next. This is complex train, we just keep it by hitting next. The automated distance, the minimum distance is 250 and maximum distance is 2000 meter. Then hit next. The discrete distance, we put the value 5500 meter and 7300 meter. As downwash and fumigation is not selected, we just keep this to window. And when it hit next, this window will appear and you can see that your project is complete and you can run now. So hit run. So this window is appear. I hit graph here. So you can see the two graphs are there. Is one is automated distance versus concentration and second is discrete distance versus concentration. So from the automated distance versus concentration you can see that at nearly 1000 meter maximum concentration is there, and from the discrete distance versus concentration graph you can see that from 5.5 kilometer to 7.4 kilometer the concentration is ranges from 550 to 515 microgram per meter cube. If you hit the output button here, you can see this is the input file, and from here the automated distance of array from 250 to 200 is given, and the minimum distance at 250 the concentration is given here, and the maximum distance at 2000 concentration is given. So but however the maximum concentration is at 1046 meter, 1046 meter, and the concentration is 1461 microgram per meter cube. And for the two area of interest, location of interest at 5.5 kilometer and 7.3, you can see the concentration is 551.4 and 515.1 microgram per meter cube respectively. So we got the result. Notice the difference between automated distance and discrete distances. Both both option is for modeling for with simple terrain and with complex plus simple terrain. But the automated distance option can compute maximum concentration of a pre-selected array of 50 distances ranging from 100 meter to 50 kilometer. You can see the pre-selected array. The first 30 array is of 100 meter interval. So this is up to 3 kilometer. Next 14 is 500 meter interval. So this is 7 kilometer, altogether 10 kilometer. Next 4 is of 5 kilometer interval. So this is 20 kilometer, altogether it is 30 kilometer. And this is 48 array, and the last two array is of 10 kilometer interval, and that is 20 kilometer, altogether is 50 kilometer. So this is the pre-selected array of 50 distances. But the discrete distance option can compute maximum concentration of maximum 50 specific location of interest entries up to the maximum value of 100 kilometer. The smallest value allowed for automated distance is 1 meter. For area sources it is 0 meter, and the largest value is 50 kilometer as we discussed. And the smallest value for discrete distances is 1 meter. For area source it is 0 meter, and the maximum value is 100 kilometer, which is already discussed. The automated distance, this option, this is very important, this point, that this option calculate the maximum concentration for the minimum distances given, and when it computes the concentration for each distance in the array, and then it computes the concentration for each distance in the array larger than the minimum and less or equal to the maximum. As you know, the pre-selected array starts from 100 meter, but the minimum distance it allows is 1 meter. So any distance that is for minimum distance, this option calculates the minimum distance. For this particular case, it was 250 meter. For automated distance, the minimum distance was 250 meter. Array is 100 meter interval for the first 30. So it is first array is 100 meter, and second is 200, third is 300. But this option, for this option, it calculates the concentration at 250 meter distance. So this is the actually the minimum distances can calculate from 0 to any number around this 50 kilometer. But for discrete distance, any number of distances, maximum value is 100 meter. It can be input, and the maximum concentration for each district will be calculated. So for much learning, you can read these references given here. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video.